Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. My name is Tyler Kaczmarek, and we welcome you here to the 2026 NJSIAA State Sectional Final, where the Pequannock girls basketball team will be taking on the hosting Mountain Lakes Lakers here at Mountain Lakes High School. My name is Tyler Kaczmarek, here reporting back at home at the studio as we're covering this game remotely. Let's get into the stats and the bracket and the starting lineup for your Golden Panthers. So Pequannock will be entering this game with an overall record as the 4th seed at 23-5. An amazing season the girls have had, turning their group around as they were 3-22 and missed the state playoffs entirely last year. They've gotten 20 more wins this year and are looking for the big prize on this amazing comeback story, as they're not done yet here. They are 9-1 in the NJAC Independence Division and are coming off that 53-27 dominant victory at home. That was against 9-seeded Butler. And for Mountain Lakes, they're coming into this game as a 2 seed with an 18-11 overall record, 5-4 in the NJAC Liberty Division, so a much tougher division. That was the old division Pequannock was in last season before going down to the Independence. But other than that, of course, both teams got here anyway, despite the different strength and schedules. For the girls basketball team for Mountain Lakes, they're coming off a 55-36 victory against 3-seeded Midland Park. So let's get into your starting lineup for your Pequannock girls basketball team. And that is going to be Elena D'Amico, Caitlin Zegler, Emily Zegler, Sienna Castle, and Ava Schickman. That is your starting 5 for this game. That hasn't changed at all in this entirety of the playoff run. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribing is completely free and helps us out a ton. Send this message to family and friends who can't subscribe as we try to reach that big goal of 2,000 subscribers by the end of the 2025-2026 sports season. Be sure to also check out our official sponsors and support them. Our official sponsors are BullPit.com and TopWaterBouncers.com. And here is the current bracket. So you can see how both teams got here. So again, 4-seed Pequannock had a home game as the 1 seed was out due to the 16-seed Indian Hills getting the upset win. 9-seed Butler also upset Pompton Lakes, the 8-seed on the road, before having their own home game against that 16-seeded Indian Hills squad before coming to Pequannock. And of course, Pequannock getting the business done. And then, of course, on the other side of the bracket, there was no upsets. It was a 3 versus 2 matchup. Mountain Lakes with a 55-36 victory. That's how both teams end up here. Be sure to check out the TJK shop. Link in the description below. It is tjk152.com/shop to go check out our latest merchandise. Be sure to also follow our socials. We're available on Instagram and TikTok. Both are at TJK Network. And for more information on our sports network, go to tjk152.com/network. And again, our shop link is tjk152.com/shop. And again, all these links are in the description below. So here we are as we get ready for both teams' starting lineups. Also, the boys basketball team, who also is in the sectional final, playing 3-seeded Waldwick on the road. That game is on TJK Network 2. My great friend Aiden Garcia will be covering that game for you guys. So be sure to tune into that as well. And also on top of that, we also have a third live stream on our YouTube channel that'll be having a split screen view of both games. And the audio will be switching between them every 2 minutes. So if you want to watch both, go into that broadcast. Anyways, here are the starting lineups. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the opening tip-off coming underway shortly for the Pequannock girls basketball team taking on the number 2 seed, Mountain Lakes. We're looking forward to both sectional final matchups again. I'm doing this game. Aiden Garcia, my great friend and also co-worker of TJK Network, is doing the boys game on Network 2. So the opening tip-off will come momentarily here on TJK Network. So here we are with the opening tip-off coming underway right now. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mountain Lakes will win this opening tip-off and look to get things started right away here. If there's any lag in these broadcasts, we apologize, as we have a lot of internet being used at our studio to cover all these games. So we'll get our first foul of the game. On top of that, too, it'll go against Pequannock. Mountain Lakes to the free throw line. Mountain Lakes will get the first one to get on the board first. Mountain Lakes only able to get the first one. That was number 34, Shea Sutter, at the free throw line. She only goes 1 for 2. Pequannock here will pass this one out of play, or excuse me, out of bounds. And this one will go right back to Mountain Lakes. It'll be Annalise Armani to start with the ball here. And she'll pass this one along to Shea Sutter. Shea Sutter getting this one back to Christine S. And then a shot here by the Lakers. It's good for 2. Again, sorry for the lag. I'm going to get that fixed. So it's a 3-0 Mountain Lakes lead here. This one's knocked away loose. Pequannock able to recover this one here. It'll be Kaylin Ziegler who tries to get the pass there, but it's knocked away out of bounds by Shea Sutter. It'll still be a Pequannock Panthers ball. Passed out to Elena D'Amico. tries to get the pass to Caitlin Ziegler. It goes out of bounds. And now Mountain Lakes back with the ball again. It'll be Shea Sutter bringing this one in. Pass is turned over. And we'll get a whistle here. I believe we got a foul coming up. Doesn't seem to be a foul. Looks like the ball was just knocked out of bounds. So Pequannock will just have this one still. Emily Ziegler taken down there. And Pequannock turns it over again. Mountain Lakes rushing in here. And they'll get called a travel, so the ball is going to go back to Pequannock. Mountain Lakes not able to do anything off of that Pequannock turnover they forced. So Pequannock with another chance here. And it looks like they'll dribble this one out of bounds. And now Mountain Lakes will have this ball once again. Shea Sutter on the inside there. It's going to go for the scoring attempt there, but she's called a foul. And Sutter will come back to the free throw line for the Lakers. As she does not get the first one. Sutter goes 0 for 2. Ball out of bounds. Pequannock's ball. The pass there from the ball was nearly turned over, but Pequannock able to knock it away and recover it. It was turned over again, but Pequannock again recovers it. Now Elena D'Amico rushing in here. And we get a foul. And on top of that, Elena D'Amico scored on that layup drive, so it's an end one coming up. So Pequannock on the board as it's a 1-point game, and Elena D'Amico here at the free throw line has a chance to even this one up at 3. And unfortunately she doesn't, but Pequannock only down by 1 now. So now the Lakers will take this one back here. Shea Sutter on it. Shea Sutter bringing this one in. Going in on the inside. We get a foul against Pequannock. So Shea Sutter will come back to the free throw line once again for Laker Nation. And she'll hit the front of the rim on that one. And Sutter goes 0 for 2, hitting the rim on both. And now, a break here for Elena D'Amico, and she scores! To give the Golden Panthers a 1-point lead at 4 to 3. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in our opening frame in this sectional final matchup. Mountain Lakes looking to respond here. Sienna Bednar with it. She'll get the pass along here. Now Summer Sutter with it here. And it is a double dribble against the Lakers. Pequannock back with the ball. So Pequannock back with the ball here, looking to get things going again here. They were down 3-0 to start with, but since then they've scored 4 straight points, and we got a foul against the Lakers. So Pequannock will maintain possession of the ball. It'll be Emily Ziegler to start with the ball here at the side. Elena D'Amico here with it for the Golden Panthers. Elena D'Amico loses the ball. Shea Sutter on a break here. Shea Sutter will come in, and she can't score there. Rebound, no good. Mountain Lakes holds on though. Another try here, and they still can't get it. They hit the backside of the basket on that one. Another try there, blocked by Sienna Castle. Great defense by the Golden Panthers, but they have to maintain possession of the ball and avoid turnovers. Coming in on the inside, Eva Schickman, she scores! 2 points for the Golden Panthers. They're up by 3. Great pass there by Pequannock to get it to Ava Schickman on the inside. And now Mountain Lakes looking to respond here. Shea Sutter with it. Shea Sutter going in on the inside, and she scores 2. Elena D'Amico getting it over to Sienna Castle. Sienna Castle's pass there, intended for, I believe, Emily Zegler. It was turned over. Pequannock has had a lot of turnovers here in these early minutes of the first quarter. Pequannock needs to clean that up. Luckily, Mountain Lakes has, again, not gotten that many points off of Pequannock turnovers here, as they've hit the rim a couple times here. Nearly turned over there. Pequannock was able to knock it away, but Mountain Lakes held on there. And we're going to get a foul here, it looks like. So Mountain Lakes will maintain possession of the ball here. Shea Sutter with it here for Laker Nation. She'll get it over here to the side. Now on the inside, Mountain Lakes trying to come in there, and they'll hit the rim on that one. And now Pequannock looking to respond here, and they score. Ava Schickman, who has been a great presence under the basket. Shea Sutter with it here with 3:08 to go in our first quarter. Getting it over to Annalise Armani. And this one knocked away here, nearly turned over here. Mountain Lakes, though, able to recover it and get 2 points. Pass intended for Ava Schickman. She couldn't hold on to that one. This one goes out of bounds. Mountain Lakes will get this one back. So Mountain Lakes with it here, bringing it in. Pequannock being aggressive there on defense, but Mountain Lakes with an open pass on the inside. They score 2 and will take a 1-point lead, now at 9-8. Now Pequannock looking to respond, down by 1. That ball goes off the foot there, called by the officials on that pass attempt. Pequannock will maintain possession. That pass by Emily Zegler to her sister was no good. It was turned over. Mountain Lakes, though, not able to score, but they hold on with the ball. Ball knocked away by Emily Zegler. It goes out of bounds. It'll remain a Mountain Lakes ball. Mountain Lakes on the inside. Shea Sutter scores. Elena D'Amico with it here for Pequannock. Bringing this one in. Has that one knocked away loose. And now Mountain Lakes coming in here. They score. Again, a couple Pequannock turnovers there have been costly. They need to slow down here and try to hold on here, as we're going to get a whistle here. That ball was knocked away once again. Looks like it is a foul against Pequannock, and now Mountain Lakes with another chance here as they'll come to the free throw line with a 13-8 lead. It is number 21, Summer Sutter, at the free throw line, and she can't get the first one. A minute and 38 on top of that remaining in the first quarter. Mountain Lakes goes at least 1 for 2 there. As they're up 14-8. Emily Ziegler with it here. Again, Mountain Lakes has been aggressive when it comes to forcing turnovers. Pequannock needs to protect that ball. Sienna Castle on it, being tied up there. Loose battle there. We get a jump ball. It'll be Pequannock still at the ball. Sienna Castle gets this one out to Kaylin Ziegler. Kaylin Ziegler getting the pass here to Ava Schickman. Now back to Kaylin Ziegler. Kaylin Ziegler over to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler over to Sienna Castle, taking a shot here. And she hits the rim on that one. Ava Schickman, though, picks it up here. The rebound is no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Pequannock will still have this one with 58.9 seconds to go in our opening first quarter. Passed out to Sienna Castle. Gets it to Elena D'Amico. Taking a shot here. Boom! Three-pointer. As Pequannock is only down now at 14-11. 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. Mountain Lake scores 2 points there. Emily Ziegler gets the pass to her sister, Kaylin Ziegler. Now back to Emily Ziegler, nearly turned over, but gets it to Elena D'Amico. Now Kaylin Ziegler on it, having trouble dribble that one. It's knocked away loose, and Mountain Lake steals it back. 15 seconds to go here. They're not able to score there. And Pequannock will take this one back here. And now a break here for Ava Schickman with the layup, and she scores 2. Shea Sutter with it here with 2 seconds to go for the Lakers. Getting one last shot here to hit the back glass. And that'll do it for our first quarter, as Mountain Lakes will be up by 3 at 16-13. So our second quarter will be coming up shortly. Let's get you guys a little studio update on the boys basketball game. So here we go. Let's get you a studio update for you guys. And it's a 10-point game here at 28-18 in favor of the Waldwick Warriors. So Pequannock, of course, for the boys' side of the game in the sectional final, they're down by 10. Looking to find their groove here. It is the second quarter. Again, if you want to watch the game, it is on TJK Network 2. Aiden Garcia is on the air for that one. And again, if you want to watch both, we have a brand new station. It is TJK Central, where both games are being shown in a split screen view, and the audio is switching between both games every 2 minutes. So if you want to watch both, you can always check out that station. So here we are as we get ready for the second quarter. Pequannock is down by 3 at 16-13, and the boys are down by 10 at 28-18 over at Waldwick. So Pequannock will, or no, sorry. Looks like Mountain Lakes will start with this one to kick off our second quarter. So here we go. Mountain Lakes again starting with this ball here, and Elise Armani gets the pass here to Summer Sutter. Sutter back with the ball here. And now a shot here at the side by the Lakers. They overshoot on that one. And that one will go out of bounds. The Lakers will still have the ball. Ball knocked away. I believe there may have been a travel. No, it was a foul. A foul against Pequannock as they try to steal that one away. Mountain Lakes will maintain possession of that one. As we get a substitution here, Ava Schickman will come off. Taking her spot will be Anastasia Babbitts. As Mountain Lakes is able to get the pass here to Shea Sutter. Now, Summer Sutter with it here. Now back with it is Shea Sutter. And Elise Armani had it there for a second before getting it to Summer Sutter, who tries to go in on the inside there, but is tied up there. And this one will go to Pequannock. So Pequannock with a chance here to try to get it within one or go big with the three-point shot and try to tie this one up. Shot there by Castle, and she couldn't bury that one. Rebound, no good, hitting the back glass there. And we'll get a foul as Mountain Lakes comes in on the inside. So Shea Sutter will come to the free throw line for Laker Nation. She'll get the first one. Sutter only able to go 1 for 2. And Mountain Lakes able to snag this one back as they'll hold on still, so they have a chance to get some more points here. As Sutter comes in on the inside and scores 2. To put the Lakers up 19-13. Anastasia Babbitts had it there for a second. Ball nearly knocked loose, but Babbitts recovers. Shot there. And that one goes off the back glass. Foul for the ball there. Mountain Lakes able to recover it. It'll be Annalise Armani bringing this one in. Blocked there at the side as Mountain Lakes try to come in. The Lakers will maintain the possession of the ball though still. Passed out to Shea Sutter. Getting it over here to Summer Sutter. And now on the inside was Sienna Bednar. And she's not able to cash on that one. That one went out of bounds there. Mountain Lakes will still hold on with possession. On the inside, Mountain Lakes scores 2. As they're up a good lead at 21-13. But Pequannock looking to respond here. 5:35 to go in our second quarter. Elena D'Amico gets this one to Sienna Castle. Sienna Castle gets this pass out here. And this one will go to Mountain Lakes as it goes out of bounds if I'm not mistaken. I believe it did. Yes, it did. As we will get a timeout here. So while we're at that, let's get you another studio update for the boys game. So let's get that studio update. Yeah, the boys team is currently down 32-18, so things have been going good on that side of the game. Hopefully Pequannock can pull through and trying to mount a comeback effort. So here we are as we come out of this timeout. As both teams are back out here on the court. Mountain Lakes with the ball here. Pequannock has not scored a point here in this second quarter still, as it was a 16-13 game after the first quarter. We'll get another foul here. Shea Sutter will come back to the free throw line for the Lakers. Mountain Lakes goes 1 for 2 on that one, but they get the ball back. Shot here, they'll hit the back glass. Again, Pequannock still looking to get some points here in this second quarter. They haven't scored any, and this one's turned over here. And we got a foul. Mountain Lakes did score on that, so it's an additional one coming up here. So Mountain Lakes has a chance here to make it 25-13. And they do not, as they'll hit the back side of the basket on that chance. So it's still a 24-13 Laker lead. Another turnover here. As Mountain Lakes rushes in here, they'll hit the back glass. Very lucky there for Pequannock. Again, the turnovers have been killing them so far in this game. And Ziegler with a shot here, and she couldn't score there. Now the Lakers on a partial break, and they hit the back glass on that one. Pequannock again, looking to try to get something going here in this second quarter. We get a foul. It'll be number 22, Marissa Vega, to the free throw line for Pequannock. And she doesn't get the first one. And unfortunately, she goes 0 for 2. Since this foul was at the three-point line and beyond, it's a three-point attempt here. Should at least try to go 1 for T. And she goes 0 for 3. Four minutes to go in this first half of the game. Mountain Lakes has had a very good second quarter here. Again, Pequannock has been scoreless in the entirety of the second, which has started to make them slip behind a bit as we'll get a travel against Mountain Lakes. Again, it was only a three-point game after the first, but again, Pequannock hasn't scored since then, and Mountain Lakes has mounted some points here as they're up 24-13. Shot here at the side. And that one ricochets off the top of the basket. Mountain Lakes tries to go in on the inside, but they'll hit the back glass. And Emily Ziegler knocked over there. Will get a foul against Mountain Lakes, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it'll be against Mountain Lakes. 3:10 to go in the second quarter. Elena D'Amico with the ball here for Pequannock. Getting it over to Sienna Castle. Pass was deflected and it's turned over. Mountain Lakes looking to really make Pequannock pay on this one here, and they do. Elena D'Amico with it here for the Golden Panthers. Getting it to Sienna Castle. Again, turned over again. And Mountain Lakes scores 2 again. And we will get a timeout. It's a 28-13 Laker lead. It's not been a great second quarter for the Golden Panthers. They just have not been hitting their shots. And on top of that, a bunch of costly turnovers have resulted in some Lakers points. So here we are as we come out of this timeout. Again, Pequannock looking for their first points in this second quarter. It's been a struggle here as they're down 28-13 here in Mountain Lakes. Long pass over here. And we got a foul, looks like. I believe. Yeah, it was a foul against Mountain Lakes. It'll be Marissa Vega back to the free throw line. She went 1 for 3 in her last try. Will she get one here? No. And again, Pequannock comes up empty-handed. Marissa Vega going 0 for 2. And we got a foul here. Shea Sutter was tangled up there. Shea Sutter hit the front side of the rim on that one. Shea Sutter goes at least 1 for 2. Elena D'Amico with it here. Getting it over to Emily Ziegler. Now shot here at the side. And this one completely goes over the basket. Air ball there for Pequannock. There was also a foul on top of this. So, again, Mountain Lake's back to the free throw line. It is Shea Sutter. And she didn't get the first one, but we'll go 1 for 2 to put the Lakers up 30-13. Long pass out here to Sienna Castle. And it's a travel. So now the Lakers are back with this one here. Shea Sutter with it. Getting it over to Sienna Bednar. Shot there. And that one completely goes wide. It's an air ball for the Lakers. That one goes off the foot there. Pequannock will maintain possession of the ball here. Emily Ziegler with it here. Handing it off to Elena D'Amico. Now Bella Carucci with it here. Being tangled there. Tied up. She'll get the pass there, though, still. And we'll get another foul. With 1:15 to go in this first half of the game, it's been pretty disastrous for Pequannock's game, as, again, they have still not scored at all in this second quarter. And Mountain Lakes has made Pequannock pay off of turnovers. Shot there will hit the backboard there. That was Ava Schickman who couldn't get that one for the Golden Panthers. Shea Sutter with it, getting it over to number 13. I believe that's Annalise Armani. I found the name of number 12, Thalia Klein. Shea Sutter with it here, getting it over to Diana Klein. So yeah, it was number 12. Now Lakes coming in here on the inside, but they'll pass it back out here. Shot there by Bednar, and she scores 3. The Lakers are now up by 20. Ava Schickman couldn't bury that one. 18 seconds to go in this first half of the game. Mountain Lakes couldn't score on that one there. Pequannock looking to try to get some points here before the quarter ends. Sienna Castle with a shot there. It's blocked. It's deflected up in the air. That'll do it for our first half of the game as that second quarter comes to an end. A pretty disastrous run for Pequannock. No points at all scored as Mountain Lakes shuts Pequannock out in the entirety of this second quarter. And we'll have to regroup and figure things out here at halftime as we get ready for the third quarter. Coming up in 10 minutes after we have our intermission here. The boys basketball game was in halftime. They're down 37-26 against Waldeck. So both teams not looking too hot right now. Hopefully things do turn around. But anyways, we'll be entering our halftime intermission here on TJK Network. My name is Tyler Kasperzak. We'll see you shortly here at Mountain Lakes. Well, back home at our studio, but of course this game at Mountain Lakes. Welcome back, everybody, to TJK Network as we get ready for the second half of the third quarter. Coming underway shortly. Pequannock is currently trailing by 20 at 33-13. They need to get something going here as it was a pretty rough first half, mainly that second quarter. After the first quarter, it was only a 16-13 Mountain Lakes lead, but a shutout effort by the Lakers in the second quarter has really just put Pequannock in a bit of a hole here that trying to dig out of. As again, Pequannock was entirely shut out in that second quarter, not scoring a single point, as they remain at 13 for them on the score sheet. And Pequannock did not protect the ball that much, had a lot of turnovers, which resulted in a very costly Mountain Lakes points. So again, if Pequannock wants to have a comeback effort, they need to protect the ball, and also they got to find ways to score here, as it's been a struggle in this second quarter. So it's going to be a hard effort here, but Pequannock definitely needs to get going. And we'll do a quick little studio update for the boys' game before we kick off our third quarter for the girls. Pequannock is down 48-39 over at Waldwick. And there's a timeout currently going on, but that game's been in the third quarter for at least, I'd say, like 2 minutes now, as their game's a little bit ahead of schedule. But Pequannock's still not out of it yet for the boys' game, as they've kept it close enough. So here we are as we get ready for the third quarter here at Mountain Lakes. Of course, we are back here at home covering it through our studio. It's been a busy day at our studio, covering multiple games here. And here we are with the third quarter underway. Pequannock starting with the ball here. Elena D'Amico getting it to Emily Zegler. Emily Zegler getting it back to Elena D'Amico. Now Ava Schickman getting it out to Caitlin Zegler. Caitlin Zegler has that pass nearly turned over, but it's recovered by Elena D'Amico. Over to Emily Zegler. Emily Zegler rushing in on the inside here, and we got a foul. So Emily Zegler to the free throw line. She couldn't get that first one. Emily Zegler goes 0 for 2, but stolen back there by Sienna Castle, but still couldn't finish on that one. Knocked away loose, out of bounds, Mountain Lakes ball. Pequannock is still not been able to score. They've been struggling. Looks like we'll get a foul on top of this too. And it looks like the foul was actually on Mountain Lakes, so that turnover completely gets knocked off, and Pequannock will get another chance here with the ball. Elena D'Amico getting it over to Sienna Castle here. Sienna Castle being pressured big time there. Ball's knocked away loose, but we have a whistle here. Doesn't look like a jump ball, looks like another foul, yes. They were all over that ball there, and Mountain Lakes comes up with it. So Mountain Lakes back with the ball here. It's Shea Sutter with it here for Laker Nation. Getting it over here with a shot here at the side, and they score 3. That was number 21, Summer Sutter, scoring for the Lakers. And ball was nearly turned over, but Castle gets a shot, and she'll hit the glass on that one. Another try by D'Amico. Short, air ball. The boys basketball team down 50-41 at Waldwick. As we're keeping an eye on that score. Again, Apologize if any of our feeds lag. Our actual live stream should be fine, but the feeds that we're using have been a little bit laggy today, probably due to our high volume of usage we are doing with the internet here at our studio. .6:20 to go in the third. Looks like it'll be a Laker ball. Ball nearly knocked away, but Mountain Lakes holds on. Mountain Lakes still looking for a chance here with a shot. They'll hit the front of the basket, but they hold on with another chance here. Going on the inside, Mountain Lakes scores. We'll get a foul here against Mountain Lakes. That one did not go in, if I'm not mistaken. That one hit the just underside of the netting of the basket. So Castle will come to the free throw line. Pequannock again has yet to score still. 5:38 remaining in this third quarter. It's been a while since Pequannock has scored. And they still do not get anything here on this first attempt. Castle will try to at least go 1 for 2. And Pequannock finally gets a point here to break that shutout streak. Ball knocked away. Battle for it. And it looks like it'll be Pequannock's ball. Pequannock looking to try to score here. They're tied up. And we will get another foul with 5:15 to go in the third. Ava Schickman will come to the free throw line for the Golden Panthers. And she gets the first one. Schickman, a perfect 2 for 2 there. Mountain Lakes back with it here. Bringing this one on the inside, they score. Elena D'Amico has that pass deflected out of bounds. Nearly turned over, I believe. But let's see here. We got a jump ball. It was nearly turned over there. Pequannock was able to recover it, though. But Mountain Lakes will get it off of a jump ball. As we'll get another foul here. So it's a 40-16 Mountain Lakes lead with 4:15 to go. Emily Ziegler over to Elena D'Amico, taking a shot here, and she comes up empty. Christine Sokegla with it here for the Lakers. Now here at the side as Mountain Lakes just looks to hold on to this ball here. They're up big. Shot there, and they'll hit the back glass on that one. And now Emily Ziegler with it here. Getting it over to Anastasia Babbitts. And now Ava Schickman there. Getting it back to Anastasia Babbitts. Now Elena D'Amico on it. Elena D'Amico getting it over to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler bringing this one in. Getting it over. Back to Elena D'Amico with the shot here. And she scores 3. That is huge for Pequannock. As they try to keep their chances alive here, but as every minute gets burned off the clock, it runs thin. Long pass over to Anastasia Babbitts. She's tied up. So we're going to foul against the Lakers. Babbitts will come to the free throw line. Babbitts doesn't get the first one. And Babbitts will go 0 for 2. With 2:36 remaining here in the third. The boys basketball team is down 54-47. They've started to creep their way back in it. They were almost down by 20, but Waldwick's lead has been cut down a little bit shorter, but Pequannock tries to, again, mount a comeback. It's the fourth quarter for the boys game. The Lakers will have this one here at the side. It is Summer Sutter with it here. And it is turned over. Now Caitlin Ziegler rushing in here. Getting it over to Emily Ziegler. Emily Ziegler on it. Gets it over to Elena D'Amico. Now Ava Schickman back to Elena D'Amico. Now a shot there by Caitlin Ziegler. It was blocked and deflected in the air, but Pequannock holds on. Another chance there on the rebound, and Ava Schickman comes up empty-handed. I believe that one may have been blocked too, as we'll get a jump ball here called by the officials. It looks like it'll be a Laker ball. Yes, it will be. Ball knocked away here. Anastasia Babbitts able to steal it back, and now Caitlin Ziegler scores. Again, any chance for points for the Golden Panthers is huge, as we reach down to 1:45 remaining in the third, and we'll get a timeout here. So, it's been a while. Let's get you a studio update for the boys game. We've told you the scores, but might as well show you it while we're in a timeout here. As Pequannock for girls is down 40-21. You can see here it's 57-49 So it's not that far when it comes to Waldwick leading, as it's only an 8-point game. But again, despite Pequannock scoring, Waldwick has just continued to add just simple 2 points, free throws, etc. A couple 3 points on the spot just to maintain that 10-point lead. So again, Pequannock's going to need to play aggressive defensively if they want any shot. So here we are as we come out of timeout for the girls. Shot there. And they'll hit the rim on that one, Mountain Lakes. That was Talina Klein, but the Lakers hold on to it still. But they'll turn it over. Kaylin Zegler rushing in here. Kaylin Zegler scores. Much needed 2 there for the Golden Panthers. I've been repeating myself on that a little too much, but every point matters now. You gotta limit Mountain Lakes' opportunities and just cash in on any chance you can get for your side scoring. Shot there by the Lakers. They can't get that first one. The rebound, they'll hit the bottom side of the backboard, and Pequannock takes it back here. Less than a minute to go in this third as it's turned over back to Mountain Lakes. As we'll get another foul here. This one goes against Pequannock. Shea Sutter with it here. Coming in for the layup. Couldn't finish on that one. Kept in bounds, though, by Mountain Lakes. As we'll get a shot here, and they still couldn't finish on that one. And this one goes out of bounds. Whose ball will it be? It looks like it'll be Pequannock's with 28.1 to go. Mountain Lakes holding on to this ball here with 20 seconds to go. And we got a foul. With 18.9 left on this clock. Mountain Lakes at the free throw line. They can't get the first one. Mountain Lakes will go at least 1 for 2 on that one. Every single second off the clock is crucial time for Pequannock again, as they're down by a large margin. 10 seconds to go here. Over to Lena D'Amico, taking a shot here from distance, and she couldn't bury that one home. And we're going to get a travel. The ball will go back to Pequannock with 2.9 seconds to go, if I'm not mistaken, unless Pequannock had the ball and they traveled. No, it will be a Pequannock ball. So Mountain Lakes stole it back there and traveled, giving it right back to Pequannock, but it doesn't matter anyway, as it's turned right back over. Mountain Lakes going for a half-court attempt there. They don't get it. That'll do it for our third quarter. Pequannock still down. Now at 41-23 as we enter our fourth and final quarter, and it's going to need a big effort here if Pequannock wants any chance here, as we're down by 18. But a much better third quarter for Pequannock, but again, the margin is still pretty big for the deficit. Again, they were down 33-13 after the first half. So if we're doing the math correctly, Pequannock outscored Mountain Lakes in this third quarter 10-8. So again, That is a much better quarter for Pequannock. They're going to need to, though, get the scoring up more besides defense. As again, they only allowed 8 points in this third quarter, but they only scored 10, so it was only a 2-point margin. So again, it's going to need a lot more of scoring if you want to get your way back in this game. Again, the defense, I thought, played a lot better of a game, and the turnovers were a lot less. And for a score update for the boys basketball game, it's only a 3-point game now. It's 58-55 in favor of Waldwick, so Pequannock has gotten themselves back in it. But Waldwick did score a 3-pointer, so that'll shut down it for a bit, as it's now 61-55. So here we are as we enter our fourth and final quarter. It's now do or die for the Golden Panthers as they try to mount a comeback here at Mountain Lakes, but it's turned over to the Lakers. Again, Pequannock's defense trying to force a turnover here. They do, but a foul is called. It was actually a foul on Mountain Lakes, so regardless, that turnover did work, as Pequannock does get it back. So 7:26 to go in this fourth quarter. It's a 41-23 Mountain Lakes lead. As the Lakers will have this one here. But battle for it here. We got a jump ball called, so let's see whose ball it will be. Looks like it will be Pequannock's. Long pass out to Caitlin Zegler, taking a shot here, and she couldn't get that one. Emily Zegler keeps it in bounds and keeps the drive alive for Pequannock. Pequannock needs some points here as this one's knocked out of bounds by the Lakers. Pequannock will still have possession. Ball knocked away there. It's on the ground, loose. Let's see who gets that one. I believe it was a jump ball called. And looks like on top of that, we will get a timeout. So while we're at that, let's pull into the boys feed for our studio update. So it is a 61-57 Waldwick lead in the fourth quarter. So again, Pequannock's chances are not out of it yet for the boys team. So let's hop back into our girls game as we come out of this timeout here. Caitlin Zegler with it there. So Pequannock did get that ball off the jump ball call. Ball knocked out of bounds there, but looks like we got a foul. Let's see who this is on. Looks like it was against the Lakers. So Pequannock again with another chance. On the inside there was Sienna Castle tied up. Another foul called against the the Lakers. .6:48 remaining in the fourth. Castle could not bury that one. Castle at least got 1 for 2 to inch Pequannock closer, even if the margin is still pretty large. But again, Pequannock has been doing a decent job here in the second half of this entire game in shutting down Mountain Lakes on the defensive side of the game, but they have to get the scoring up a little bit more and be more aggressive on that part, as Mountain Lakes will hit the side of the backboard on this one. Ball knocked away there. Mountain Lakes, though, holds on for a second before it's turned back over. Elena D'Amico coming in. She scores 2. Mountain Lakes, though, trying to bury that one on the inside, but they can't. Emily Ziegler taking a shot here. Bang! A three-pointer here. Mountain Lakes taking this one back in. Summer Sutter on it here. Knocked out of bounds. Lakers will have this one still. The crowd is starting to cheer a lot more for Pequannock, as again, they've been starting to put it together a bit here. And Mountain Lakes fails to pass that ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Pequannock will be back with it. Again, the time is starting to run down. There's 5:33 to go, but again, Pequannock has been looking a lot better, especially in this fourth quarter. Kaylin Ziegler with it here, getting it over to Elena D'Amico. Again, Pequannock needs to be aggressive when it comes to scoring. They need to get quick points. They can't waste too much clock here. Shot there by D'Amico! And she's going to get that one. And it is kept in bounds by Pequannock. They'll hold on still. Kaylin Ziegler now taking a shot here. Couldn't finish on that one. Battle for that ball. Mountain Lakes will recover it. Now Mountain Lakes here. Again, they're still up by a good margin here. They can waste clock here and hold on to the ball here, as we're going to get a foul. There's 33.3 seconds to go in the fourth quarter for the boys' game. They're down 62-59. Waldwick does have the ball. But Mountain Lakes here at the free throw line. It's Shea Sutter. Shea Sutter goes 0 for 2, but the Lakers are able to find a way to keep this ball. So again, the Lakers are going to play a lot slower and more defensive oriented, as again, they do still have this lead by a good margin still. In my opinion, I mean, Pequannock has played a pretty decent game. It's just been that second quarter that was very disastrous. So it looks like we'll get another foul, looks like. I'm not sure what that was. I don't think it was a foul. Lakers going on the inside. They're able to score 2. Emily Ziegler with it here, bringing this one in. Getting it over to Sienna Castle, who loses it. And Mountain Lakes, off the turnover, travels with it. Pequannock back with the ball. Bella Carucci getting it over here to Ava Schickman here at the side, and she couldn't bury that one. Pequannock will hold on still with the possession with 4:15 to go. Caitlin Ziegler there with at the side. Emily Ziegler now on it. Emily Ziegler loses that one there. It's turned over. Mountain Lakes coming back in, trying to score here. They couldn't on the initial try. But we will get a foul. Or no, looks like a timeout. Excuse me on that. So again, let's try to get another studio update. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can for you folks here. Again, we do have that split screen live stream that has both games, but it is a 64-61 game. It's a 3-point lead for Waldwick with 7.3 seconds to go. So this game is legit gonna come down to the wire. Waldwick, though, can really finish it here. As they're at the free throw line. So here we are as we come out of this timeout. Mountain Lakes driving in on the inside. They couldn't finish on that one. I believe that one was partially blocked. Summer Sutter with it here with a nice move. We got a foul. Mountain Lakes able to score. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Pequannock's ball, though. And this one's turned over once again. Emily Ziegler couldn't hold on to that one. And now it's turned over again as Emily Ziegler will steal it back. And now Caitlin Ziegler loses that one. And it goes out of bounds. It is, again, 45-29 in favor of the Lakers as they score two. Shot there by Ava Schickman is no good. It is 47-29 in favor of the Lakers still with 2:40 to go in the fourth. And the game has completed for the boys team. Unfortunately, Pequannock falls short of a comeback as Waldwick will win the sectional championship with a final score of 66-61. An unfortunate sad end to the Pequannock boys basketball season as they finished their season off 22-7. There was a foul against Pequannock here for the girls. Mountain Lakes, though, will score on the first free throw attempt here. And they go 2 for 2. There was a push here called against Mountain Lakes, it seems. And Pequannock will get this chance here on the free throw. Kaylin Zegler to the line as she does not get that first one. It is a 20-point lead for the Lakers at 49-29. And Zegler goes 0 for 2 here. Mountain Lakes bringing this one back in here with a shot, and they overshoot on that one. Bella Carucci not able to hold on to that one. That one goes out of bounds. And Mountain Lakes will have this one back. Have a couple substitutions made here. And Mountain Lakes will continue here with the ball. And we got another foul. Mountain Lakes gets the first one there. Mountain Lakes only goes 1 for 2 on that one, but they hold on to the ball. So they'll get another look here. And also, they can spend as much time as they want passing around here, as this game is pretty much over already. As Mountain Lakes looks to just hold off and maintain their lead as Sienna Bednar gets taken down there. Shot there by the Lakers. They'll hit the rim on that one. And now Victoria Salas with it. Getting it over to Gabby Bloomer. And this one's turned over here. Intended pass to Marissa Vega. Mountain Lakes with the layup try there. They couldn't get the first one, but the rebound's good for 2. A minute and 15 remaining in this game. The boys' game has completed already. Waldwick has won the sectional championship. The final score was 66-61. Pequannock, for the boys' team, their run has unfortunately come to an end. And the girls, unfortunately, sadly, are a minute and 3 away from the same here. Mountain Lakes scored there. It's 54-29 with a minute and 3 to go. As the Lakers make a couple substitutions of their own as well. Victoria Salas with it here. Less than a minute to go. We got a foul. So Victoria Salas will come to the free throw line for Pequannock. And she doesn't get that first attempt there. And Victoria Salas goes 0 for 2. Looks like this one went out of bounds. Lakers will get the ball here. Mountain Lakes, should also mention this, are defending state sectional champions. They won it all they won the sectional championship last year as well. They lost in the Group 1 semifinal against Glen Ridge. So again, Pequannock playing against a defending champion here as they look to repeat once again. 42.8 to go. It's another foul against the Lakers. And Pequannock back at the free throw line once again. The Lakers this season, a bit of a story for them. They were actually pretty out of it during the middle point of the season. They were 4-7 and 6-8 at some point in the season. Yeah, if we're looking at that correctly. Yes, they were 4-7, 6-8, and 10-10. So they were sub 500 to 500, bouncing back and forth. So it's a bit of a comeback story for the Lakers as they got hot when it mattered at the end of the season. Again, currently 18-11, looking to win back-to-back sectional championships and advance to 19-11 and book their ticket to the Group 1 semifinal where they lost last year, but this time look to move on and try to win the state championship. 31 seconds to go in this game. Victoria Salas nearly lost the ball there, but recovers. And it's turned over with 20 seconds to go. Mountain Lake's coming in here. Shot right there by Casey Diggy Quinto, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize if I'm not. Mountain Lakes, though, on another try, able to get 2 with 5.6 remaining in this game. And we also got a foul with 5.6 to go. That'll put Mountain Lakes at the free throw line. And they will get it. They scored on that. It was an additional 1. They were able to cash in. It's a 57-31 Lakers lead with 1 second to go here in this game. And this one's over as Mountain Lakes will repeat as sectional champions. An unfortunate, rough day for both Pequannock basketball teams in this early afternoon as both the boys and girls teams fall short of a sectional championship, losing in the final. The boys got defeated by Waldwick with a final score of 66-61, and for the girls, they fall shy, losing this one 57-31. An unfortunate, tough day for Pequannock as both teams go 0 for 2. But great seasons regardless, especially for the girls. Again, 3-22 last year, missed the entire state playoffs. And Coach Oliver Gray's first season, he took this team to a sectional final and got them 23 wins regardless. So nothing to be ashamed of for this group. And the future will be bright for Coach Oliver Gray and his girls basketball team. But a tough one here for the seniors. So that'll do it here on TJK Network. A great run by the girls basketball team, regardless. And same for the boys. So again, your final score for both games. For Waldwick and Pequannock, for the boys, it was Waldwick 66, Pequannock 61. Waldwick wins the state sectional championship and advances to 21-9 overall. And Pequannock, for the boys, will drop down and finish their season 22-7. And for the girls, your final score, Mountain Lakes 57, Pequannock 31. Mountain Lakes will win the sectional championship here at their home court and advance to a 19-11 overall record. And for Pequannock, their great run comes to an end, unfortunately, as they'll finish their regular season off, or well, not regular season, they'll just finish their entire season off with an overall record of 23-6. So that'll do it here on TJK Network. Shout out to Aiden Garcia for helping me with that boys basketball game, as unfortunately both these games were 12 p.m. So I couldn't do them both at the same time, so he was a great help today. And he did a great job in his debut as a main commentator. He was a color commentator in some previous games for me, so great job by him. But unfortunately, both teams come up empty-handed here. My name is Tyler Kasperzak, here at the TJK Network studio at Mountain Lakes as well. This game was hosted at. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. But before we sign off, this will also end our winter sports season, as we'll get ready for the spring. And there's some great news there. We'll be back for the majority of the teams. We'll still be finalizing some things, but I'll tell you, we are confirmed back for girls lacrosse and baseball. So we're still waiting on softball and boys lacrosse, but those are a work in progress. We'll most likely, hopefully, be back. So again, we're going to have hopefully a great spring sports season. And again, this great winter sports unfortunately comes to an end tonight. But anyways, my name is Todd Kasperzak here at the TJK Network studio, reporting through this Mountain Lakes live stream feed. We will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Peace out.